And to put it all into context, Steve Wright Ipswich was just given another life sentence for the murder of Victoria Hall. 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. Simon Bailey don't cry, it's blonde toast plain clothes lover, not true detective. And that be the problem in Norfolk, in this Norfolk UK. Monster lies certainly will get you beaten, stabbed, shot, set on fire. Can see this Skelton Road assassins for details. They certainly will pay to make you disappear. Really are some vans you would not want to disappear in the back of. No Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter. There was a man who was hacked to death on his mobility scooter recently in Hackney, London. There's been a silver Ford Focus doing the rounds in this recently, haven't seen it in more recent times. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. So Norfolk coppers, Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. Their precision engineered black box serial killer frame fix assassination. Sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, not even Harry Houdini could escape from. More bogus diagnoses than on Jack the Ripper, who they've now identified apparently, using new DNA technology. More bogus diagnoses than on Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Brady Huntley, Fred West. And as always, certainly no Black Cat copycat, Black Cat of Burston, son of Sam. Sandringham serial killer. So one big war in this. There's Camilla the Omen Nanny. She's just out and about in this, getting some more monster lies, bogus diagnoses. All to cover up their high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. Again, the word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. So, a very deadly serial killer virus in this Norfolk UK, Africa, this Norwich and Sandringham, all delivered by this post office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor, the big super spreader carriers. It's only have infected everyone apart from me, the local SS. This Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob. And again, you can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, Firearm Burston, big police council. Doctor Whom collaboration, Inspector Numbnuts Bunner, Mr. Fixer. Liar, liar, pants on fire. No longer with us, but 2 blatant lies. From a police inspector, far bigger than Plebgate. And I do have the evidence, do have the proof, do have the letter in black and white, written by Peacock, signed by Inspector Numbnuts Bunner, Mr. Fixer. Liar, liar, pants on fire. And I haven't put everything that I have online. I've put enough online so people can see the truth. High royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. No Black Wizard here in a Volvo estate. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saks Coburn Goffer, Windsor SS. So they'll set you up as a red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. To get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key and no dislaw man here. Again, there has been a silver Ford Focus doing the rounds in this recently. And no sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, serial killer here. So one big warring dish you can certainly take, a very big hit. Christian B has just been released from prison in Germany, involved in the Madeleine McCann case. It's been going on for over 20 years now. Roy White and the White Van Man, he was beaten and stabbed up in prison recently, who abducted the young girl, Sarah Payne, abused and murdered her. Ian Huntley had his head split open last week with a big metal spike. Died at the weekend. The Sower murders, 43 miles from here. Again, no black wizard here in a Volvo state. Silver Volvo, it does always remind me of the trailer for World War Z when Brad Pitt is in a silver Volvo. Again, no black wizard. Sandringham serial killer, terrorist disc shooter here in a Volvo state. Very deadly serial killer virus in Dis, Norfolk, UK. In the trailer for World War Z, then a dust cart truck comes smashing down the road. So no purple guy, woolly hat, serial killer here, Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist. As always, I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike, but all mixed into the black shroud of Sandringham, just to set me up further. There's plenty of people who'd like to split crack my frame fixed head. Devour and feast on me, tear me apart. Drink my unvaccinated blood. So the big Dis, Norfolk, UK, black box, serial killer frame fixed assassination. Again, sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Not even Harry Houdini could escape from. Again, that is a good trailer, World War Z. And that is all they really do have in Dis, Norfolk, UK, is Sip Zero Silch now. Whole lot of nothing, one big monster con, one big monster bluff. They do not have a royal flush, they've got 4 jokers. Again, one big monster gaff, epic fail. Porky Pie, serial killer lie. They want everyone to believe it's true, but never the case, 39 on all accounts. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. Certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. So they certainly will pay to make you disappear. Dead men don't talk. See Jeffrey Epstein for details. Though a lot of people believe that Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. Remains to be seen. But anything can be staged or faked. Seeing is deceiving. So one big monster con, one big monster bluff, monster gaff, epic fail in Dis, Norfolk, UK. All exposed online for the world to see free. If you Google Johnny Botwright, despite many social media accounts being burnt down for exposing the truth. The corrupt powers to be do not want you to know, do not want you to see. 4 Facebook accounts burned down last week for exposing the truth. They were getting a massive view since the latest release of the Epstein files. And I only shared posts that were either coming through on my Facebook feed or released into the public domain regarding the Epstein files. So one was a 4-year Facebook account, 2 were 2-year Facebook accounts, getting massive views, but all burned down. Then I did open another one because I do have plenty of contacts on Facebook, but Facebook burnt that one down also in one day. So that is 20 Facebook accounts burnt down now for exposing the truth. 7 YouTube channels that had no strikes. taken down for exposing the truth. Your corrupt powers to be do not want you to know, do not want you to see, and that's all we've seen over the last 5 years. People punished for telling the truth. Blacklisted, shadow banned by the goons on big tech social media. And those committing the real crimes, high crimes, telling the monster lies and cover-ups are all rewarded. And again, people telling the truth. Banned, blocked, deleted, punished, blacklisted, shadow banned by the goons on big tech social media. So Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saks Go Burn Goffer, Windsor SS. Their High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder. Certainly not mine, so all in the bag. Like Pink says, when you're surrounded by big wig know-alls, snobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, certainly disappear before they come for me. And there is an old classic black and white film called The Lodger, and that's all about Jack the Ripper. But no lodger, Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer, black wizard terrorist, this shooter. And I've been giving Steph a hand. It's been a very tough year for her, going through cancer, all the cancer treatments, all the cancer treatment side effects and complications. It's been a very tough year for her, and she ain't been too good lately. But even Steph and her entourage, Jojo and Co, Mary and Jerry, AJ and John, Jackie and Michael, Chris, Darren and Co, can't see Matt Johnson for details, Shannon and Jordan, Mr. Ronnie, all for mad monster lies and bogus diagnosis. Again, it is always those who are closest to you who are the ones setting you up. Not everyone in your circle is your friend. So one big war in this, and you can see DC Free, Hope Church now. Pastor Blake, Nurse Blake, this Lawn's medical healthcare practice. Parish Fields, not so healthy centre, but no Dislawnmower man here. Plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places. No host for the beast here. Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid host, Red Dragons. So no black wizard here. Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer. And you could have seen Marge Jezebel, Cruella de Vil, Lizzie the Lizard, now depart. You can see Steph's ex Johnny. Big black hand, underhand, rigged fixed hand. One big Italian assassination, Discalton Road assassins. Big police council, spy and informer, Dr. McCarthy. Head of sixth form at this high school. So they certainly do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. How do I know? Little birdie told me so, and that's a Picasso there. So always good to add a little bit more to your online Picasso. Very unique, standalone story. Classic masterpiece, over 22 years in the making, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. But it really does highlight a 22-year, catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. Also exposes their precision-engineered black box serial killer frame fix assassination, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. So with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, not even Harry Houdini could escape from. But no Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Coulson, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer. No Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. No Sombre, Autonomy of a Crime, no Woolly Hat, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. Norfolk Bacon SS wins at Gestapo. It's the local Nazis, boys in blue.